Hello students, in this video we will be learning general AM's expression of spectrum. Now see the first modulation scheme, that is amplitude modulation. What is the definition for amplitude modulation, sir? It is a process of changing the amplitude of a carrier linearly in according to amplitude variations of message is called amplitude modulation. Now, before going into any modulation scheme, maybe AM or FM or PM or DSBSC, SSBSC, what are the points we have to study for any competitive examinations like ESC, GATE and PSUs? Are you understand my point? What are the points we have to study if you are going for any competitive examination from the modulation schemes? The first point you need to understand, students, their expression. What we need to understand, first point, their expression. What is the AM expression? What is FM expression? Like and so on. Even expression also in three formats we need to understand. First two are very important. Third one is a rare case. What are those three formats? We need to understand their expression for general message. Means message signal may be M of t. M of t is anything. That is called general. Second one you need to understand for message signal is single tone. Why I am calling this is single tone? Because it is having single frequency component. Why I am calling FM? Message frequency of the message signal. This is called single tone. Most of the questions will comes from the single tone or maybe general. My meaning of general is message signal may be anything. That point try to understand. In the subjects we will pronounce number of times. My meaning of single tone is message signal is having single frequency component. Third one, we need to understand for message signal M of t having multiple frequency components like AM1 cos 2 pi FM1t plus AM2 cos 2 pi FM2t like and so on. Mostly 2 will be sufficient. Here it is having multiple frequency components, means we will call this is a multi-tone message. So if we are doing modulation corresponding to multi-tone message called multi-tone amplitude modulation, corresponding to single tone called single tone amplitude modulation, corresponding to general means M of t may be anything called general AM expression. Like in the total analog communication, students, we will get 17 modulated equations, entire AM, FM, PM, DSB, SSB, VSB. Total 17 expressions you will get. If you understand all the 17 expressions, half of the part in the analog communication is completed. More than half I can say. Because in analog communication, students, only two types of questions they are asking, maybe based on the expression or maybe instantaneous frequency calculation or maybe from receiver's image frequency. Are you understand my point or not? Once if you understand the expression of their modulation schemes, what are the points we need to calculate from them is second thing. We can calculate their bandwidth. Means once if we got the expression, we will get the or we will write the spectrum. Spectrum means magnitude spectrum. How to write the spectrum? By applying Fourier transform. Once if we got the spectrum, we can calculate bandwidth as well as we can also calculate power requirement. That is PT. Are you getting my point or not? So finally, how many points came, students? 3 types of expressions. One is bandwidth, another one is power requirement. So total for any modulation scheme, if you take, you need to understand these 5 points. If you understand these 5 points, you can solve any question based on their expression given. Definitely 1 or 2 marks will be there in the GATE examination. In the ESA examination, obviously 3 to 4 questions will be there, and questions also will see. Are you understand? So finally, what we are studying in each modulation scheme, we are studying their expressions and we are calculating bandwidth, we are calculating power, means we are writing their magnitude spectrum. Clear? Let me start with the general amplitude modulation. Are you got my point or not? Let us assume we are writing the amplitude modulation for general expression. Let us assume message signal is equal to m of t. M of t may be anything, so that's why I'm calling general. General expression of AM we are deriving. Always carrier is same. Let us assume carrier signal is C of t equal to as is AC cos 2 pi fct. Carrier signal, where AC is the amplitude of a carrier, Fc is the frequency of a carrier. Now, what is amplitude modulation definition, sir? The amplitude modulation definition is, it is a process of changing the amplitude of carrier. What is the carrier amplitude? AC. So, I am writing directly SAM of t, my meaning is the amplitude modulated expression. If you are not interested with S, you can represent with the any X letter like that. Generally, I am representing with the S letter. So, what is the amplitude modulation expression? Process of changing the amplitude of carrier, and here only addition only there, not multiplication, division, subtraction, not. That is only we have in modulation. So amplitude of carrier linearly varying in according to amplitude of message. Itself is called amplitude modulation. Changing the amplitude of a carrier linearly in according to amplitude of a message is called amplitude modulation. Take AC common. If you take AC common, then 1 plus 1 by AC called Ka into m of t into cos 2 pi fct. Here, if I take AC common, nothing is there, means 1 by AC, that I pronounced as a Ka. Of course, Ka mathematically is 1 by AC. What is this is called? This is called, students, amplitude sensitivity. What are the units, sir? 1 by amplitude means 1 by volt, that is volt inverse. Here, the point you need to understand, students, we are using mathematics for our understanding the concept. But from the mathematics, concept won't come. Here, the concept of amplitude sensitivity is different, because amplitude sensitivity significance is, you will understand clearly in the demodulators, that is especially in the envelope detection, which is a simple and less cost circuit. Because of that one, amplitude modulation is used for a broadcasting. Anyhow, but how I introduced it? By writing as a 1 by AC. Are you getting my point or not? Now, this is the first expression for amplitude modulation. This is the general expression, students. In that 17 list, that is the first one. Are you getting my point or not? Now, try to multiply with cos inside terms. Then what is the AM expression we'll get? SAM of t equal to AC into 1 AC into cos 2 pi fct. Next one, plus AC into Ka into m of t into cos 2 pi fct. Are you getting my point or not? Now, This is the in AM expression I am pronouncing as this is my actual term. This I will call as a additional term. Are you getting my point? We got the AM expression as SAM of t equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus AC cos 2 pi AC KA M of t into cos 2 pi FCT. In this total expression, second one I am calling as a actual term. First one I am calling as a additional term. Why this is we called as a actual and why first term is called as a additional? Because we take in the two messages or two signals, not the messages, two signals. One is a message signal, one is a carrier signal. Means where is our information is staying? Our information is existed in the carrier signal. Are you getting my point? Sorry. Our information is existed in the message signal. So in those two terms, where is our message? Our message is in the second term. Are you getting my point? So that's why second term I am calling as a actual modulated signal. And if you see the first term, is exactly same as the carrier or not? And here there is no message, so I can call this is a additional carrier. Carrier is different, additional carrier is different. Try to understand. So here, in this additional carrier, any of our M of t information means our message information? No. We don't have any message information. Because of having the additional terms, what is the drawback? Are you getting my point or not? For example, you are going to US. They given some 40 kg is the limit for your luggage. But you are taking additional 5 kg. Then what we have to do? You have to pay for each and every kg some 4,000 or 5,000 rupees there. Means, here my meaning is, because of having this additional term, our power is going to be wastage. Lot of amount of power is going to wastage. How much power is going to wastage, I will show you in the further calculations. So anyhow, because of having the additional carrier, what is the drawback? Power wastage. That is the main drawback of AM modulation. But even though, because of having the additional carrier, one advantage is there. Can you guess that? The advantage is demodulation is simple. What is that? Demodulation is simple. Means we can demodulate by envelope reduction. Are you getting my point or not? So finally, in the AM expression, what we have? Additional carrier and actual modulated signal. So where is our information? Here. And this is the additional carrier. Drawback? Power wastage. Advantage? Demodulation is simple. Clear? Now what we will do is, for this amplitude modulated expression, we will draw the spectrum. From the spectrum, we will calculate the bandwidth. And in the spectrum, we will see what are the frequency components are there in the AM spectrum. Now, see the general spectrum of that is spectrum of amplitude modulation for the general expression. Here, let us assume that, for example, message signal, what I am discussing? Spectrum. Let us assume M of t is having the frequency components from any shape you can take, students, it's not a matter. I am taking some triangle shape. If you are not interested with the triangle, any rectangle, any type of shape. For example, it is having the frequency components from 0 to omega m. Here omega m is not angular frequency, normal frequency only. Why I am using omega m is later in singleton FM will come, so just for the difference. So it is having the frequencies from 0 to omega m. Like audio signal is having the frequencies 20 to 20k. Video signal having 0 to 4.5 mega, like that. Suppose it is having the frequency components from 0 to omega m. Same I am also taking in the negative version just for the analysis purpose. Are you getting my point? Now follow. Now I am writing directly the amplitude modulated expression. If we see the AM expression, how many terms are there in the AM expression? If we clearly see, how many terms are there? 1 and 2. 2 terms are there in the AM expression. Now follow. What is the first term? Try to see clearly. Of course, AC is the amplitude, cos 2 pi FCT. Everywhere, if you see cos function or sine function individually, like cos 2 pi FCT, cos 2 pi FMT, cos 2 pi FC plus FMT, cos 2 pi FC minus FMT, like that. Any individual cos terms, if you see, what is a spectrum is, I will tell you very blindly, you will remember. See, what is the frequency of that? FC. So simply write one impulse at its frequency. One more is exactly negative version at minus FC. What is the strength or area? Because impulses are measured in terms of area or strength. What is there? Take amplitude, whatever it may be, take the amplitude, divide by 2. Take the amplitude, divide by 2. Have you got my point or not? So, wherever if you see individually cos or sine function, just see its frequency. Individually I am saying, just see its frequency. So, write impulse at their frequency. What is the strength? Take amplitude, divide by 2. Are you getting my point or not? Next. See the second term. What is the second term we have? Second term is nothing but, of course, amplitude is there, don't bother. M of t multiplying with cos. M of t multiplying with cos. Try to recall the modulation theorem or frequency shifting property we discussed in the review of Fourier transform. What is that property? Are you getting? X of t multiply with cos omega naught t. What happened? X of omega shifted to omega naught as well as minus omega naught. Are you understand my point or not? Are you getting my point or not? Yeah. What I am saying? Any signal is multiplying with cos, its frequency shifting to the frequency of a cos. Where is the originally m of t frequencies? Minus omega m2 plus omega m. Multiplying with the cos. So, its spectrum is shifted to FC, its spectrum is shifted to minus FC. Negative frequencies just here analysis purpose. So, write the same m of t spectrum, that is, of course, m of f you can call. Write the same m of f at FC. Write the same m of f at minus FC. So this 0 will become FC, means adding FC one time, subtracting FC one time. Are you getting? Adding FC, then it will be FC minus omega m, FC plus 0 FC, FC plus omega m. Here also, subtract. Minus omega m, minus FC, then minus FC, minus omega. 0 minus FC means minus FC minus 0. Next. Are you getting my point? One second. We are subtracting means minus of minus will become plus. For this one, minus FC minus omega m. And for this one, minus FC minus of minus plus omega. Just opposite to this. Are you getting my subtraction? So that's maybe little bit. Now, the frequencies above FC is called upper sideband. Below FC is called lower sideband. What I'm saying? The frequencies above FC is called upper sideband. Below is called lower sideband. Here also. Below FC is called lower sideband. Above FC is called upper sideband. So finally, you need to remember that what is the AM spectrum is consisting of. AM spectrum is consisting of one carrier frequency component at FC. This carrier frequency component came because of additional carrier, and we are having one upper sideband and one lower sideband. This upper and lower sideband came because of our actual modulated signal. Means you need to understand that the actual information of the message where is existed in the AM signal, it is existed in the side bands of a AM signal. Are you getting my point or not? It is existed in the side bands. Got my point? Huh. Now, what is the first, let me see, bandwidth of AM signal. Bandwidth is nothing but highest frequency component minus lowest frequency component in the positive side. Highest is Fc plus omega m. Lowest in the positive side is Fc minus omega m. Then it will be 2 omega m. Now you can also observe highest minus lowest frequency component. In the bandwidth calculation, only will take in the positive side. Highest minus lowest means omega m. Are you getting? Omega m minus 0 omega m. So bandwidth of message is what we want to transmit is omega m. What is the bandwidth of AM signal we got? 2 omega m. So I can say that bandwidth of AM signal is twice the bandwidth of message signal. Got my point or not? This is the spectrum of AM. What it is having? One upper sideband, one lower sideband, one carrier frequency component. There is no information in the carrier frequency component because this is of additional carrier. Where is the information? We have the information upper sideband as well as lower sideband. You need to understand this point. Because the bandwidth of each sideband is omega m, you can see. This is Fc plus omega m. How much is this value? Omega m. How much is this value? Also omega m. Are you getting my point or not? Now, the bandwidth of each sideband is omega m, which is also equal to message signal bandwidth. Are you understand my point or not? Means, the actual information of a message signal is carried by both upper and lower sideband. No information on the carrier frequency component. Got my point? Now, in the carrier frequency component, we don't have any information. For example, if I suppress the carrier frequency component, what is remaining? Remaining is upper sideband and lower sideband. Means 2 sidebands. 2 sideband means can I call as a double sidebands? So that itself is called, students, double sideband and a carrier is suppressed. So double sideband suppressed carrier modulation. Double sideband suppressed carrier modulation means we are calling DSBSC. So DSBSC is not a something special. DSBSC will come from amplitude modulation by suppressing the additional carrier. What is the bandwidth of a DSBSC? Still it is also having 2 sidebands, means same as 2 omega m. Its bandwidth also 2 omega m. That is bandwidth of AM and DSBSC, both are same. But what is the advantage here? The advantage is carrier is suppressed. You got my point or not? Yeah. Now, I already told that in both sidebands we are carrying the same information. So suppose if I carry only one, because in 2 sidebands we are getting the same information. Why to send it twice? So one sideband I am suppressing, maybe upper or lower depending upon our requirement. Then what is remaining there? One sideband only. Means can I call one sideband means we are calling that is single sideband suppressed carrier, means SSBSC. Single sideband suppressed carrier modulation. Have you got my point or not? Now, what is the bandwidth or what is the advantage in single sideband? We'll see. What is the bandwidth of SSBSC? Only one sideband. Na? Only one sideband means I can say bandwidth is only omega m. Got my point or not? Now, I can say bandwidth of SSBSC is half of the bandwidth of DSB or half of the bandwidth of AM. And one more point also I can say, the power requirement of SSBSC definitely off when compared with the DSBSC modulation, because in DSBSC modulation we are sending 2 sidebands. For example, For each sideband, we need some 50 watts of power. So in DSBC, 2 sidebands means 250s are 100. But in SSBC, only one sideband. So only 50 is sufficient. So in SSBC modulation, when compared with the DSBC, we can say 50% of power, we can say 50% of bandwidth. Where in SSB when compared to DSB. Here, what is a special another technique is, we are suppressing the carrier. So carrier is suppressed. After suppressing the carrier, what we are doing is, most of the information, we can take it here or here, here all are taking means here I am taking. Most of the information we are taking in one sideband and remaining information we are taking in other sideband. How much we are lefting, how much we are adding in another sideband, that itself is called, student, vestigial band. What I am saying, we have another special modulation scheme. After suppressing the carrier, most of the information means almost 75%. We are taking in one sideband, remaining we are taking in other sideband. Are you getting my point or not? So, that how much we are suppressing in one sideband, how much we are taking in other sideband, that is called vestigial band. And that modulation scheme is called vestigial sideband suppressed carrier modulation. That is VSBSC. Vestigial sideband suppressed carrier modulation. Where this VSBSC we are using, sir? VSBSC we are using in the video signal transmission in commercial television. So VSBSC also one of the variant of AM. So that's why I told that if VSBSC is not in the option, you have to put the option is amplitude modulation. Got my point or not? Are you getting my point or not? So let's see the bandwidth of VSBSC. See, in VSBSC, not only one sideband, we are taking more than that, but less than 2 sidebands. In VSBSC, we are taking more than 1, but less than 2. So I can say that the bandwidth of VSBSC is greater than SSB, but less than DSBSC.